We're still up on the tripod. Good morning, everybody. I decided last night not to make my wake up for 4 a.m. I decided to do it for 5 this morning. I just felt I needed that rest, and I feel better for that. I slept really deeply. I'm sure I did. I slept well. It's tired, which is normal. Today, I believe, is day 14. It's a Sunday. It's a rain day. And it's June the 11th. I'm sure it's June the 11th. My camp spot last night was just perfect. This is just a great little stealth spot, and you've got a log to sit on. It's flat. It's not overgrown. I think at one time it was a trail of something, but it's all blocked up. Today's a shorter day, like yesterday was a shorter day. Yesterday was 22 kilometers, and I think today's about 22 kilometers. It's a rain day, so I'm heading to the ShangriLa campgrounds. I stayed there once before. In fact, I stayed there last year on my northbound through hike attempt of the Bruce Trail back in September. I have a cabin there for the night. They have 3 cabins, and I decided to rent one of those rather than stay in the tent tonight. It's going to be apparently from around noon today till about noon 2-ish tomorrow. 100% heavy rain. That's what the weatherman's calling for. So I thought, well, my time is okay. I have, from when I reached Shangri-La today, I have a total of 51 kilometers to Niagara Falls, to the southern terminus in Niagara Falls. And I have Monday and Tuesday to complete that 51 kilometers, so that's fine. I can do that. Tuesday I have my hotel booked in Niagara Falls, and now I have a schedule for my departure on Wednesday morning using Go Transit System, as I'd mentioned before, to go back home. And I believe I go from Niagara Falls to Burlington, Union Station to Barrie, and then of course Barrie Transit, or the Lynx Transit System from Barrie to Wasaga Beach, my hometown. I am sad this morning, only because today's Sunday, and Tuesday this hike will be over. They say in the life of a through hiker, you have 2 great days. The first day is when you start a through hike. The next day, a great day for you, is when you finish a hike. And I'm sure that's true. However, I always get this, I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. But I get an emptiness, a feeling of emptiness, of sadness, of loneliness, I just don't know what it is. I can't particularly explain it. But I'm getting that feeling now. I laid in my bunk last night and I was thinking, and I could feel the emptiness creeping in, the all too familiar feeling as the end of a trail approaches. I'm about, I don't know, maybe a total of 73 kilometers now to finish this hike. I could finish it. Heck, I could finish it tomorrow night if I pushed. It was the same on the Colorado Trail. I had that feeling. In the last 2 or 3 days on the Colorado Trail, I was almost walking backwards. I was almost taking baby steps. I didn't want it to end. I have things to do. I'm a photographer, a landscape photographer, and I have things to do there. The realities of life I have to attend to, let's call it that. So, but I am, as I'd mentioned, I am looking at maybe putting in the Oak Ridges. That's a trail of 270 kilometers here in Ontario. So I am thinking of popping that in very shortly. Soon, we'll see how it works out. I'm looking to do the Oak Ridges. I've done that once before. I think it was 2020. I did that with Andre, my friend. And unless somebody wants to join me on that hike, I will do that myself again. But if somebody would like to join me on that hike, we're going to do it sometime soon, maybe, hopefully. Put a comment below. It's going to be about 7 or 8 days, maybe 8 days. It's 270 kilometers. I'm not a fast hiker. I'm steady, I'm consistent, but I am not fast. My longest day on this hike has been 35.5 kilometers. I've had a few 34s, 35s, 32s, 30, a couple of 29s, and then I had two 12s. I had no zeros. I had two 12-kilometer days. Both of those were Neros when I'd go into a community for resupply, bath, charge my electrical banks for my vlogging and navigation and so on, because you have to do that once every 4 to 6 or 7 days. About every 4 to 6 days I need to recharge my battery packs. So at those points I have to stay in accommodations to be able to get electricity. I'll be charging all my battery packs tonight at the cabin. The cabin has electricity, the lady says. Oh, excuse me, allergies. Anyhow, I'm having one of my last of two beautiful and amazing, truly are amazing actually, detour coffees. This one was called Bouncy Castle, and it's absolutely amazing. It's great coffee. The trail angel that gave me this said it was really good coffee, and she's 100% right. It really is good coffee. I think what makes it better too is who gives you the coffee, or who gives you the gift. I think that's got a lot to do with how much you actually like the coffees. Who gives it to you? But it's great coffee. I get a feeling it's too expensive for my taste, my budget. I usually use Nescafe or a no-name instant. I don't like Maxwell House instant. Don't like it. I do like the Starbucks. I've got some in my coffee pack right now, the Starbucks. I like those. So I'm going to pack up, finish my coffee, pack up, brush my teeth. And let's get that 22 miles done. Let's get to camp. Let's get some camp done. Shower, shave, get the electrics going. Maybe get some laundry done. And I really just don't want to go home. Well, maybe I do want to go home, but not to this one. Maybe I want to go home to the home I left when I was a young man of 20. Maybe that home. It's always been my home. I'm having a hard day today. I know from trying to capture the sounds before, you probably can't hear the birds singing. But the sound on trail, the early morning sound of the birds waking up to greet the day, It's just beautiful. Very kind of pretty, relaxed, tranquil kind of section of trail this morning. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's calming. Here we have a garbage can. So you know what? I don't mind if I do. Yep, a great opportunity to get rid of the, probably 4 or 5 ounces of garbage that I'm carrying. Yep, pack it in, pack it out. Let's take a little moment this morning and catch up on a little bit of our gear talk. And the gear that we're using and how it's working out and so on and so forth. So, back on the Appalachian Trail, I picked up a pair of black diamond trekking poles. These ones. Now, I'd wanted black diamond for a while. I know a lot of guys like Lecky, and nothing wrong with Lecky. But there was something about what I'd heard and kind of felt about black diamond poles. So I picked up a set in Manchester Center at the Outfitters. They had the model I was looking for. It was the lesser expensive one, $89 US. So 90, what's that? Maybe 125 bucks Canadian, something like that. But these trekking poles, they finished off the Appalachian Trail from Manchester Center with me. They did the Bruce Trail. I don't know what else they've done. Several 2-day, 1-night hikes and so on. And then, of course, they're with me on this particular hike now. And these things are amazing. I just love them. Now, when I started the Appalachian Trail, I did it with a pair of carbon fiber trekking poles that I'd actually used and taken with me on the Colorado Trail and other trails and so on. And they were pretty well spent when I started, and I knew that. So after about a week or so in the the Appalachian Trail at a hostel, I replaced them with a pair of cheap $20, $30 trekking poles. And then throughout the Appalachian Trail until I reached Manchester Center, I'd replace those trekking poles with 2 other sets of cheap ones from Amazon. Till eventually I purchased these. And I'm glad I did purchase these, because a quality set of trekking poles is just invaluable to me. Now, I realize some people don't use trekking poles, and I get that, and that's fine. To each their own. I couldn't imagine not using trekking poles. I've heard people say they couldn't imagine using them. Well, that's okay. Now, also about trekking poles is when I changed to the Durston Xmid 1 tent or shelter, it's a trekking pole shelter. And I wouldn't want to be relying out here on a cheap pair of trekking poles. If you break one, you break one, such is life. But when you also need them as part of your shelter at the end of the day, you want to make sure you've got trekking poles that are going to be able to take the strain, the hammer, the punishment of being on trail day after day, week after week, and so on. So again, these black diamonds are great. I did not go with the cork handle, I went with the rubber handle. It's been just fine. The cork handle was another $50 more, it simply wasn't within my budget. So I got what was in my budget of a brand that was a good high-end brand. So again, the Black Diamond trekking poles, just doing a great job and have done. And as of yet, I haven't even had to change a tip on these poles. Whereas with the cheap ones, I would have definitely done that on both of them by now, long before now. Okay, so that's a little bit about the trekking poles I'm using this morning. The Kinsman Park, just behind me, just over there, there's rocks set up in a fire pit, and definitely an established kind of camp spot that people are using. But once, when I did my Bruce Trail yo-yo, way over on that side, I camped for the night. I got here and I was cold and miserable. It was horrendous rain, so hard and so long. It just penetrated everything. Eventually, even the best rain gear will wet through eventually. Unless you're using like Fisherman Friends kind of slickers, those things. But anyhow, so I camped there for the night. I remember that, and that's when my phone also bit the dust. Don't know why, maybe it was water, I don't know. But it died right here, and I had to ask other people if I could use their phone, just so I could call home and let my girlfriend Joanne know that I wouldn't be contacting her until I replaced my phone. And I did actually replace that phone in St. Catharines. You go right past the mall there, and I went and got myself an unlocked Motorola that was a great phone for like $169, and I love that thing. And I went and got myself one of those, and that's a phone I had up until, I guess, 3 years ago now. And my daughter Amanda got me an iPhone 11 Pro Max. So she was the one that got me over onto iPhones. Anyhow, thought I'd mention that. Okay. Well, so far no rain. Still early. It's gray, and it is graying more. But anyhow, okay. Let's get to it. Something that has indeed stood out in my mind along this particular trail and this particular hike is the beautiful wildflowers have accompanied me pretty much since day one. Especially these kind of tall mauves, purples, whites. Beautiful, beautiful wildflowers. They've accompanied me pretty much since day one. They've been my trail companion. They've been my hiking partner. Oh yeah. And because they line the side of the trail, they've also been my guide. The bridge, over the bridge we go. We are entering into Balls Falls I guess, conservation area. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What can we see down there? Ooh. There is something of interest up here though. Beautiful, beautiful old buildings from back in the day. Man, this place never ceases to amaze me. I just love some of this history. For instance, take a look at that stately home. Isn't that beautiful? Oh yeah, certainly is. Certainly is. From here, it's about 4 kilometers to ShangriLa campground, where we have a cabin booked for this evening. The rain, well, it's not raining now as you can see, but it has been. It's been a steady kind of rain most of the morning. Anyhow, let's just, I think it's the next entrance is the Bruce Trail. Yes it is, because I see a blaze over there. Look at the old church. Oh yeah. Let's just pop our head in there, because first time I've ever come through here, and the actual door of that church is open. St. George Anglican Church, 1864. Okay, let's take a look. Might take a moment for the GoPro to adapt to the light. Looks like you're not allowed to actually go inside. I don't think. Or maybe, no, I don't think you can. I think that's there to keep us out, and I just pushed it over. Let's put that back. Yeah. Well, there you go. Very similar to a church today. Smaller, maybe. Okay. Let's come back out of there. Let's take a look over here. We're going to go right past this cabin, this log building. And this is the Fairchild cabin. Okay, looks like the door could be, I'm not sure if the door's open or if we can see inside, but let's have a look. Circa 1800s. Okay. Again, don't know how the GoPro will be affected by the light, but it's pretty dark in. Well, there's a padlock, but the actual door is open and you can see inside. So let's try to do that. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at that. I hope you can see in there. There's the bed, the tables, the benches. Looks like the weaving. Is that weaving? No, there's a word for that machine. Table, fireplace. Wow. Wow. Little baby's kind of crib with a toy doll in there. Huh. Wow. Circa 1800s. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Blaze right here on this tree. Right here. The trail is over there, but before we go to the trail over there, let's take a moment and look over here. There's a cabin here, and I've never taken a close look at this cabin before. So let's do that now, shall we? Maybe it's open too. I don't know. But you can imagine back in the day, oh look at that one. You can imagine back in the day out here, their crops would have been growing. Now, this one, the door is closed. We won't be able to see inside that much, but just let's see if we can see anything through the window. Possibly. Well, I see plastic chairs inside. They didn't have those back then. Yeah, very dark. I think this one's just used for storage, to be honest with you. Oh well, so be it. Okay. Let's just punch over to where the trail carries on. And I think, if memory serves me right, we're going to go through up a bunch of steps. And then down a bunch of steps again. And on top of here, I have camped. There's some little secluded areas. And I've camped up there, I think 2 or 3 times. I think two times I've camped up there on my northbound, maybe north and southbound legs. of the Bruce Trail. Not camping there tonight, of course. We're heading to ShangriLa. Okay, let's go. There's a sign here I want to show you. It says, "Children's Camp. Please keep your distance." Can you see that? Well, maybe the little bastards bite. That's all it could be, I think. Little bastards probably bite people. Oh well. Should have it fenced off if they do. Yeah, keep the little bastards caged. Okay. Just my 2 cents worth. Let's go. For the last few hours, I've been pushing pretty hard. So we have got to be getting close to ShangriLa. I don't know what time it is now. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Maybe it was a little further than I thought. I don't know. Anyhow, not that important. Either way, miles have to be done, so it doesn't matter. But I think we're getting close, and I think I'm coming out to a road. In fact, let me show you. Now, there's a road ahead of me. I see a right turn blaze. So maybe this is the road the ShangriLa is on. I do not know. We'll see. We shall see. 17th Street. Well, I think that is actually the one. I hear cars coming. Okay, let's cross over. Right turn. Okay, I think it's on this particular road, but I just don't know how far. Okay, let's just keep going, get some chores done. Shower, shave. We're in desperate need to get our battery packs all charged. So, except for this morning, the rain has kind of held off. Maybe got an update on the weather, but here comes cars now. We'll just have to see. But I think I'm just going to stick with the plan I've got, regardless of the weather, simply because I do need electrical power. I do need to charge my battery banks. I don't think I have enough for the rest of the day, plus 2 more days of vlogging and so on. Now, I'm using a 20,000 milliamp Anchor battery pack, and it's a great battery pack. And I bought it in Dalesville. I think it was Dalesville, on the Appalachian. My battery pack died at a 26,000 milliamp, and it died. So I went to the Walmart and I bought this one. But what I didn't get was a fast charge. Since I charged this, which was at the Cedar Springs Motel, so that would have been overnight Monday, I've been able to, well, I've been using it like constantly since then, but I've been able to put a total time of about 2 hours of charge back on that, also at restaurants and so on. Stores, wherever I've stopped, I've been able to plug in for 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. So it's about 2 hours total time. And I think if I was using a fast charge system, guys tell me in 3 hours they can get some serious charge into their packs. So maybe I'm going to look at that next as far as upgrading gear. Sometimes I also have just a little slim, very light 4,000 milliamp pack, and sometimes I'll carry that with me also, which gives me 24,000 milliamp. Makes a difference to have that, because if I had that now, maybe I could finish with the power I've got. I don't know. Anyhow, this is day 6 on, I think it's day 6, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, this is day 6 on the full 20,000 milliamp. And that's my phone, my GoPro, my NU25 headlamp, all being charged from that backpack, from that battery pack. Let's keep going. ShangriLa, Niagara Family Campground. Tents, trailers, RVs. Doesn't say cabins, but she told me she had 3, and one of them, I think it's number 1, has my name on it. And that's one with, I think, a pull-down bed in there. Doesn't matter, it's fine. And I know they have, I believe they have, if memory serves me right, they have a little laundry machine and dryer here so I can do laundry. That'd be great. Yeah, I remember this now from last September when I was doing my northbound through hike of the Bruce Trail. Yep. Okay. Let's go get checked in and let's get ourselves sorted, as the English would say. Let's get sorted. Oh, quite right. We'll get sorted, shall we? So we are checked in. We have cabin number 2. So there are 3 wooden cabins, or whatever construction they're made of cabins. We'll say wooden cabins. And I have a map. The lady gave me a map. This is my map. Better just make sure I know where I'm going, because I don't. Okay, yeah. So I got to go to the last street. Okay. Okay. Pretty simple, really. It's just I remember here, the last time I was here, back in September, it took me the longest time. It took me like half an hour to find the tenting sites. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. I got coins for the laundry. She says there's a sheet with time slots because there's just one machine, I think. One washer, one dryer. $2 wash, $2 a dry. So I got coins. So we're going to get to the cabin. We're going to get battery packs charging. Hit the shower, check out the laundry, and see if we can get sorted with a time slot, or get laundry in, or whatever. Yeah, beautiful little spot though here. Very kind of open. As you see, the parks. I don't know if I've mentioned, but I have a 32-foot motorhome, and I do enjoy getting away in that sometimes. In fact, when I get home, I should get home Wednesday of next week, and then I think it's the following Wednesday or Thursday, I go away for a couple of nights to the Hammock Harbor Family Camp and RV Resort in Aurelia. Going there for a few days, myself and my girlfriend, and our new addition to the family. We have a little popsicle, a little Shih Tzu poo called Luna. Yeah, he's got a puppy. Yeah, I know, hole in the head. Okay, here we are at the cabins. Oh, and there's a fire ban, by the way, but that's okay because I'm not going to be making a fire, but we do have picnic tables. Yeah, so let me see. Oh, number 2. Well, okay. I guess. Oh, I got a bird living right in next to my door with babies right up there. Look. Oh my God! Can you see the little babies? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Don't want to disturb the babies, but let me dig out my key and. Okay, let's see. So here we are. Well, we got electricity. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get rid of this pack. What's that? Oh, we have a back deck. Oh, that's a sweetheart of a deal. Okay, well, let's just leave that open for the light for a minute. There's my bed. That looks just fine for the night. Wow. Oh shit. Well, you know what? I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to that. In fact, you know, maybe I should pay attention to what I'm doing. There's a loft up there. Let's just go take a look at that loft, because I like that kind of stuff, although I don't know. Excuse me. Yes, sir. How can I help you, sir?
Where are you?
I'm right up here.
You're Jasper.
I am Jasper.
Oh my God. We were sitting at our campsite and you walked by.
I did?
I watched every video of yours.
You have?
Yes.
What's your name?
Wilfred Burse.
Wilfred, I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, pleased to meet you. You're from Collingwood.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I am.
I did the Bruce Trail about 5 years ago.
Oh, good for
Me
you.
and my cousin.
Perfect.
We had a buddy drop us off in Tobermory
Yes.
because we live in St. Catharines.
Okay.
And we walked all the way. We just took our time.
That's perfect.
37 days.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I just rented this cabin for the night because I figured it's supposed to rain hard tonight, and
yeah,
I got to get my batteries all charged and do some laundry, and I
God,
thought, you know,
I can't believe it's you. Like, I mean, watching all your videos.
I'm so glad. Thank you for following my channel.
Oh, I do.
I mean, oh boy, I'm getting old. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Like, oh my
Pleasure to
God.
meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
Unbelievable. You're a celebrity on YouTube. Well, you are.
Well,
my son-in-law. I said to him a couple of years ago, and I said, you know, I watched this fellow from Collingwood that's done the Bruce Trail in Colorado and stuff and that.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden he starts following you. You know,
Wow.
your updates and stuff and then I'd see your stuff when you, you know, demonstrate what you should take and stuff.
Yeah.
We
The
did
gear
the
I
same
use.
thing. Oh
Wow.
yeah, this is unbelievable. I can't.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad, and I very much appreciate the fact that you watch my channel and my videos. I hope you get something out of them.
Oh, I do, because it helped us a lot, like our packing of food and stuff.
Yeah.
Like your Roman noodles. I wouldn't even think of stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I had that for dinner last night. I'm actually going to sit here and make some tonight, and I'll have ramen noodles, mashed potato, instant potatoes, and some kind of dried meat. Yeah. That'll be my dinner.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, when we walked, it was like we were probably doing 30 kilometers a day. And then there was probably within the first 2 weeks, and that after 2 weeks we decided to stay in one place just for the day.
Yes.
Just to relax and, you know.
Yeah, yeah. You took a zero.
Oh,
what we call a zero.
A zero, that's right.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I can't believe it's you. Like, by following you.
Well, again,
and, you know,
I'm delighted.
You probably encourage so many people.
Really?
Across Southern Ontario for what you do. Well, yeah, because... And I'm a guy that I love nature.
Yes.
You know, and I've been a horticulturist and
okay,
stuff
perfect.
And that. And,
yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. Like, we just bought a trailer here.
Oh, good for you.
3 weeks ago. My wife is.
And how are you liking it here? You like the park?
It's nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
I retired 5 years ago.
From?
I used to work at a brakes products company. We made rotors and drums for cars.
Yes.
And then my wife, she worked at the hospital for 34 years.
Yes.
And she went back to work 5 years ago, part-time.
Oh, okay.
And she only works 45 hours every 2 weeks because she got bored.
Yeah.
Like we moved from our house, my daughter bought our house, and we live in an apartment in St. Catharines.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, like, and like, you know, once in a while, my one grandson, he loves the outdoors. And what we do is we go out along the 12-Mile Creek and go down towards Geneva Street, and then we'll take the other side and go all the way. Because I said to him when I was a kid, like when probably 14, 15 years old, my two buddies, they lived in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Get our backpacks, you know, cans of soups and hot dogs and that.
Sure.
And we used to follow that, and if you followed enough into this area, there's a creek that goes, and you could fish brook trout. And we used to spend the night, have a fire, you know, and the next day, you know, we'd sit around and that, and then we'd head home. And it was only like,
perfect.
You know?
Well, what a nice man. Somebody who watches my channel. That's 2 people now I know of that watch my channel. It's nice when you meet somebody like that and they watch you, they know who you are, and they watch your channol, and it makes it all worthwhile, the work and the effort that goes into a channel. It's not it's not a little bit of work, that's for sure. It's a lot of work, but I do enjoy it. Hey, got to check for that. My cabin behind me, my laundry hanging up, shower, check, shave, check, laundry, check, battery pack charging, check. Got some water, wash my kitchen kit. Gonna have myself, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee, I think. Because I have coffee and hot chocolate. I have no more of the detour coffees left, the punchy, brunchy, and whatever. Good stuff though. There was only two in my care package. How delightful is that coffee? So, going back to my instant. Well, that was instant, but it was good. So, let's make some coffee. I got some sour cream, and I think it's sour cream and bacon chips. I'm going to enjoy that. And basically just relax for a while. The rain held off, so obviously we could have hiked a lot more, but don't think it's going to affect anything too much on the big picture of things, to be honest with you. Let's go with a Starbucks True North. I think this is this blonde? 100% Arabica instant. Okay, let's go with one of those this time. Wash my hiking gloves, fingerless gloves, wash those. And I didn't dry them in the machine. There's 3 dryers, 3 washers and 3 dryers, but they seem pretty busy, so I was looking to get into a washer. And then there was some line here, so I just made a clothesline. Everything smells so nice, smelling of soap. Tomorrow, I hope I got enough creamer. Tomorrow, I'm going to be like smelling like a day hiker, all soapy and nice. Almost. Oh, that's okay. I still feel tired. So it's okay to rest for a while today, and then I'll punch the 51 kilometers out. I'll check that and then punch that out over the next 2 days. This puppy will be done. So that's okay. It's good. Yeah. Best you can do without soap. Okay. I'm going to enjoy my coffee.